today we are talking about more than business or something that maybe we don't talk enough about how to create this financial freedom, how to pass this business to the next generation. And it's more than money, right? It's about changing the way we are thinking, changing the story, right? So our kids can see more uh, possibility and not grow with the same maybe mindset that I definitely know I grew up where say that, hey, stability, freedom is you get a paycheck and that's what it is, right? You find a good job and you stick with it. But as the, world is changing and we all know that freedom means more than that. Freedom of time, of income, but I think it's more of freedom of choices, right? And how to get that mindset and how to maybe pass it down to our kids. So that's what we'll talk about today. We'll talk about business, but mindset also and how to pass it to the next generation. And of course, I'm not alone. I have these great ladies joining me this morning here, at least where I am. And for those new here, I'm Dana. I'm a mom. I'm also an IT manager and a business owner. I'm originally from Romania. Bună ziua, bună seara, dragi români care mă urmăriți. And I'm also living in Canada for over 25 years now. And um, since I'm a business owner and the type of business we have, we we want to mentor, educate, and inspire other people to that are maybe looking for something and not sure where to start. That's what we are here. That's why every Saturday I'm coming here and I'm trying to bring more inspiration, not to be only me. So today we have a great lineup of people here, some familiar faces. Good to see you, ladies. Good morning. So let's do a round of intro. Kim, do you want to go first?
Sure. Thanks, Dana. So, good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are. My name's Kim, and I'm currently living in Toronto, Canada, with my family. I've lived in Canada for over 40 years now. So, I'm a full-time job. Actually, I'm an IT professional by day, but I'm also starting my own digital business by night. So, hello mọi người, mình tên là Kim và mình đang sinh sống cùng chồng và một con gái 18 tuổi ở Canada cũng trên 40 năm rồi. Công việc chính của mình là làm trong lĩnh vực IT, nhưng mà bây giờ mình cũng đang có một cái kinh doanh số của riêng bản thân mình để phụ giúp cho gia đình và cho mình nghỉ hưu sớm về sau này. Thank you very much. Back to you, Dana.
Thank you, Kim. And for those of you that are watching us live or recording, please definitely put in the comments where you are watching us from. We are a global business. As you can see, we are coming from all, sides of the world, and we'd like to see where you are watching us from. And if you have any comments, definitely, or questions, definitely put it in the comments, and we'll try to answer them, maybe even in direct. Sita, good afternoon or good evening.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you might be watching us from. My name is Sita. I am a mom and I'm a nun as well. I'm a nurse by profession. I live in the UK with my family, originally from Zimbabwe. And I've been in UK for nearly 30 years now and also been a nurse for about 28 years. So thank you so much, Dana. Back to you.
Thank you, Sita. Mads, a Filipinang Qatar. I love how it sounds. Good evening. See you.
Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are coming from. So, magandang araw sa inyong lahat at ako nagpapakilala lamang. Ako po si Mads, isang graphic designer na nakabase dito sa gitnang silangan sa bansang Middle East, which is Qatar. At naninirahan na ako dito at ang aking pamilya ng mahigit 2 dekada na. So, isa akong proud business owner din, and like I said, a graphic designer. So, ang layunin ko ay tinutulungan ko ang mga kapwa OFW, expats at professionals na magsimula ng legit na online business na may integridad para makabuo sila ng steady na online income stream para makapamuhay sila ayon sa kanilang passion minus the financial stress. So, kung ikaw ready ka na kung mawala sa paulit-ulit na siklo at magdisenyo ng buhay ng layunin, mag-usap tayo. So back to you, Dana. Thank you.
Thank you, Mads. Janetta, good morning. Oh, you are on mute. Okay.
Thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. My name is Janetta McNeil, greeting you from San Antonio, Texas. It's a Saturday morning here. I'm originally from South Africa. I'm a registered nurse by profession, working as a caregiver. I was working in the Middle East as an overseas worker for more than 90 years. I was in the nursing profession for more than 30 years. And I'm also a proud digital business owner now. Goeiemorgen, goeiemiddag, goeienaand elkeen. Mijn naam is Janetta. Ek is oorspronklik van Suid-Afrika en ek is so dankbaar om na julle te kom vandag. As ons oor ons online besigheid praat, ek is 'n geregistreerde nurse by profession, maar ek werk ook as 'n caregiver en vandag wil ons net vir julle iets van die online besigheid vertel en hoekom jy side hustle kan hê en jy kan dit doen met jou voltydse werk. So, over to you, Dana.
Thank you, Janetta. Bandika, good morning. Good to see you again.
Thank you, Dana. And hello to all beautiful ladies and hello everyone, whoever watching us. So my name is Abantika. I live in Toronto, Canada for almost 18 years now. Originally, I am from India, Kolkata. Beside being a full-time employer in a public sector for the government of Canada, I'm also working, I'm also running this online digital business. And I am proud to be a part of this. So in my own language, আমার নাম অবন্তিকা, আমি বেঙ্গলি, originally from India. আমি টরন্টোয় থাকি এখন প্রায় 18 বছর। আমি একজন ফুল টাইম এমপ্লয়ি, তার সাথে আমি এই ডিজিটাল অনলাইন বিজনেসটা রান করছি অ্যান্ড আমরা এই বিষয়ে আরো অনেক বিশদ আলোচনা করব। যারা আমাকে আমার পেজে ফলো করেন অনেক অনেক ধন্যবাদ এবং আশা করি সাথে থাকবেন। Thank you so much for your support. Back to you, Rena. Thank you.
Bandika, going back to you. Good afternoon. Good to see you.
Hi everyone, have a blessed weekend and it's Saturday, and to all the beautiful and amazing people who are tuning in today and to those who's gonna watch the replay. Thank you for this another opportunity, Dana, and I'm grateful to share the stage with all of you, all these amazing online digital business owner from all over the globe. My name is Raham, coming to you from UK. I've been a nurse in the United Kingdom for 23 years. And yes, I'm a proud Filipina by blood and a British by choice. Mabuhay, magandang araw po sa lahat. I speak in different languages, but most of all, I speak from the heart. I'm a mom of two wonderful teenagers and a wife of Jeffrey and a mentor in this incredible online business community. The same as everyone here today, our deepest desire is to help you to live your life, and no matter where you are in the world. We are truly passionate about helping others to start earning online so that they can reclaim their time with their family. Thank you so much, and back to you, Dana.
Thank you, Reham. And last but not least, Vaida, good to see you. Come on, bring some energy. You are always full of energy. Good morning.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, afternoon, evening, good night, depending on your time zone. My name is Vida. I'm original from Ghana and currently in the US more than 11 years. I'm a nurse by profession, a mom, and proud digital business owner. Me nuanom na ɔdɔfo beebiara ɔwɔ bia ɔtie me within the Vida Army Free Ghana sɛ me wɔ US ha. Me ne me kunu ne me mma mmiɛnsa na ɛwɔ ha. Meyɛ nurse a meyɛ digital business owner. Wohwehwɛ bibi sɛ womfa nka w'adwuma mpakyɛw bra ha na bɛka yɛn ho. Yɛyɛ business a ɛma yɛ sika a yɛde hwɛ yɛn nkwala ne yɛ kunu. Meda wase nyame nhyira wo ɛnka wo ho. Back to you, Miss Dana. Thank you.
Thank you, Vaida, and thank you all of you for joining me this Saturday morning. And before we go into talking about how, build a a legacy. And to talk about today's theme, let's maybe talk a couple minutes about what this business is about. For those of you maybe watching us for the first time, you may wonder, what are these ladies talking about, right? They are like nurses. Well, actually, we have a lot of nurses today in the house, IT, graphic designers, government employees. What is about this business about? What we are all using the same system. So we are all business owners. We all have our own separate businesses, not related in any way, other than the fact that we are all using the same proven system. It's like an online franchise. So you buy the franchise and it comes with everything you need. It comes with the training, it comes with the automation that runs in the background, it comes with even a personal mentor and a coach. And most of all, you are becoming part of this amazing community of people that are using the same system. How is this amazing? Well, you get more than 250,000 people who are having the same mindset, are there to help you, to support you, to share their stories. We do have a lot of masterminds, internal trainings, internal private groups where you can find people that you can relate with, people that because they are running the same similar business, can help you get unstuck, can answer any questions you have, because we all know at the beginning especially, but even for people who've been doing the business for a while, you always learn, you always find something new. Technology keeps changing. So having a support, having a as I said, 250,000 people who are running this business, you'll find someone who has answer to your question, or someone who can help you, guide you. So that's why we are here. We are here to help others. We are helped. So now we are here to give back, to help others the way we were helped, and to inspire you, to educate you, to tell you a bit more about this business, and to answer any questions you have. So let's go into the theme that we have for today, now that I talk a bit about the business. And one of the part that I feel like maybe we don't talk enough, it's about how this business, we are not building it only for ourselves, we are building it for our kids, right? For the next generation. And it's not only about giving them the business, it's about the mindset, right? And how do you help your children and learn more than what you learn, and change the mindset. And because we all know the struggles of unlearning something that you learn as a child, that maybe it didn't help you, or it's keeping you back in some way. So that's why today we are talking about breaking cycles. And Sita, if I'll start with you, what does even breaking a cycle means for you personally? Share with us.
Thank you so much, Dana. It's quite an interesting topic, We all coming in sort of different backgrounds. And like in my family, there isn't anyone that has got a business. I am the first one to have an online business. And to me, deeply personal journey, one that speaks of courage, awareness, and intentional change. It's about not to repeat the same pattern that kept generation bound, whether that's poverty, fear, emotional neglect, unhealthy habits, or limiting beliefs. We've got so many things that keeps us in the same place. And, sometimes it's just the belief in our families that, I've heard a lot of people saying, in that family, they never get married. And because there is that belief, and people stay at home rather than exploring things. And you always hear people saying, we are not so lucky, we don't get jobs. And people just sit still and not active and not doing anything different. To me, it's saying this ends with me, not out of pride, but out of love to myself and my children and those who will come after me, is to bring that change in my life and in my generation with my children and family, so that they will know that things change. You can't stick to somebody's belief. You've got to design your own. It's hard work of healing with when it will be easier to ignore pain, because when we grow up, we just follow suit, follow what our fathers or our mothers did. My mom used to be a farmer. She used to work really hard, but I didn't want to go back to that way. I am different. I'm living in a different generation, so I have to bring in what I believe in this generation. As I said, that there is no one that has got a business in my family, especially online business in that matter, because I got a lot of criticism when I started it. What are you trying to do? You're going to lose money, because we are so comfortable in doing the norm, in doing the things that we are so usual in doing them. So I just wanted to bring in the unknown, something new, to break that cycle of believing that we have to follow suit to just get a job and stay there. So this, to me, that's how I wanted to break that cycle and bring in something different to my life, unlearning shame, scarcity, and self-doubt, so I can walk boldly in purpose and peace. Because this brings me peace, because I'm doing something that I started, that I designed, that I followed what others are doing, not my generation, not my family did. As I said, that I am the first one in the family. So to me, this brings that breaking the cycle within my family. And it's about choosing growth over survival. Because in most cases, you see that you just survive. You get up doing the same sort of thing on a daily basis. So this, to me, it brings something new, that brings that learning and growing within myself professionally, and learning from other people. Breaking the cycle means choosing, healing over hiding, growth over comfort, and purpose over pain. You are living beyond what people expect, because sometimes when we live within our families, there's an expectation that, we grow up, we get a job, that's the norm. But to build your own source of income, that is something different. Is breaking that cycle and those beliefs in families and within our community. So to me, it's just telling myself that this has to end. I have to bring in something new for me and my family. Thank you so much, Dana. Back to you.
Thank you, Sita, for sharing your story. Definitely, we all have those, and sometimes it's easier, right? It's something it's something familiar, and it's easy to remain in the same circle and to not necessarily be the first one to breaking it. And I think all of us probably break the circle when we immigrated, right? You did something new, you did it. But sometimes you move across the continent or across the world, and you still bring with you all the mentality, right? You are still stuck into that one. So it's amazing to hear that, hey, now that you realize you moved into a new country and you realize that there is more to it and there is something further that you can go and break other circle and other firsts for you, for your family, right? And we tend to do it just because you want to be different. You realize that you want more from life, right? And you immigrated for a better life, and just moving across the country or across the world, it's not enough. You need to try more. And that's what our why is. I think all of us, right? We have different whys, but we are all doing it because we want something more, we want something better. And it's not easy, as you said. It's painful, right? It's not easy to be the one, because it's, in a way, it's much easier. It's, hey, my whole family are entrepreneurs, so it's kind of, you grew up with that mentality, and probably you already have some business already set up that you can jump in. Well, none of us had that, right? None of us. So all of us, but all of us are hoping, I can do that for my kid. I can start that, and then my kid can say, hey, my mom was the first one, but I'm not the first one, right? I can be the second one. So we want to make it easier for them. And we immigrated for them, right? For at least for me, definitely. I wanted a better life for my kids. That's why I immigrated, right? Also, I didn't have kids when I immigrated. Now I want even something better for them, right? Something for them to see that they have options, they have possibility, and getting a good job and having, uh, just one paycheck. It's not necessarily the best or the only option. If they decide that that's the option for them, that could be it, right? But it's good to see that there are options out there. And that's what we are trying. That's why we are breaking all these cycles of, trying something new, which are scary sometimes. But we are hoping that this will change our future and our kids' future, right? That's why we go through all the pains and the struggles. So, Kim, if I'll ask you, how was for you? How is your journey? And how starting this business you think it impacted your family and your daughter's future?
Yeah, so basically, starting this business has been one of the best decision I ever made, especially after I got laid off. And that moment really shook me, right? It's made me realize there's just no job security anywhere, and I couldn't really rely on a paycheck that could just disappear overnight. It was just a 5 minutes phone call after 25 years of service, and I was out. It was really a shock. So I was asking myself, like, why was I working so hard to just building someone else's empire when I could put that same energy into building my own business? So that's the moment where I kind of decided to switch the mindset, and now this business is not just, the extra income. It's really my safety net. I'm no longer stressing out over the bills or saying no to things that we want to do. But more than that, I was building something that I really can pass on to my daughter as a legacy. So this isn't just about the quick wins or the short term gains. I was really thinking long term. I'm setting up things so that my daughter can earn passive income. So she doesn't really have to grind the way I did. I want her to kind of live the life that she wants, enjoy her time, and still have money coming in. And when she has kids, she can also pass on this business to them. That's really my big vision on this business. This will be a generation to generation business. It will not just changing my life, but it will also changing our family tree. So yeah, so that's the goal and that's the big vision that I'm kind of looking forward for the long term. So yeah, to you, Dana.
Thank you, Kim. Yes, very inspiring, right? We are all thinking, okay, I didn't have that, but maybe my grandkids can say that. So like, hey, look, my grandma started this business like 50 years ago, and now I'm building on that, right? So we are all dreaming about that, and not only about dreaming, we are actually doing something about it, and we are doing it today. So for those of you watching, if you want to start doing something today, that's an easy way for you to start. um, Ram, if I'll ask you, what do you think your kids see and learn from your journey, or what would you want them to see and learn from your journey?
Thank you. Awesome. Thank you for that question. This question hits me right in the heart. And because when I think about why I started this journey, it was not just about myself, it was not just for my dad. Although losing him reminded me how precious and short life is. It was also for my two beautiful kids, Jenna and Jarrell. I missed so many milestones while they were growing up. And I missed so much school play, quiet weekends, and those simple moments you don't realize matter so much until you lost the time. It really breaks me inside to think that if I keep going the way I was, it might ended up living the same cycle with their own family someday, like stuck in a job, chasing a paycheck, sacrificing time for money, and missing out for what truly matters. And that's why I look for another way, a way to live on my own terms, a way to build something that would give us not just income, but time, freedom, and choices. A way to show them by example that life doesn't have to be this constant hustle of survival. It can be about living with intention, passion, and purpose. And when I finally said enough and stepped into this digital business journey, even though I was terrified, I have no experience, they were watching me. They show me scared. They show me I don't know what I'm doing. They showed me that I doubted myself. And they show me take the risk when I had every excuses not to be. But more importantly, they show me rise. And through this journey of building a digital business, not just for money, but for freedom, legacy, and generational wealth. Everyone said, they're learning lesson that no classroom could ever teach them. They're learning that it's okay to be afraid. They're never but they're never okay to be stuck. That life is not about waiting for opportunities, it's about creating them. That financial freedom is not about fancy cars or a designer handbag, though, to be honest, I love a good handbag. But it's about choices, the choice to be there in their school place or travel as a family or to help relatives back home without hesitation or to say to life because you're not chained to a payslip. Jenna and Jarell see their mom working for something bigger than herself. They hear me talk about financial stability, about passive income, entrepreneurship, a conversation that I never heard growing up. They see me make mistake and learn and get back up and move forward anyway. They witnessing that being an entrepreneur is not about being perfect. It's about being persistent and consistent. And there is one, if there is one that I want to leave them, is that they can think that they are capable of anything, and they don't have to follow a tradition path that it doesn't feel right. They can build lives that they don't need to escape from. And their mom did not just build a business, she break that cycle, just like Sita said. A cycle of living a paycheck to paycheck, a cycle of sacrificing time for money, a cycle of putting dreams on hold. And I want my daughter Jenna to know that she can be a boss in any room that she walks into. I want my son Jarrell to understand that the real man built with heart and integrity. And I want them both to remember that their mom lead with purpose, with love, and that fire in her heart for a better life. That's what they see, and that's what they will carry, and that's what they'll teach their children one day, because this is not just about us, it's about the generation that coming after us. And to those mom or parents listening to this and your heart feels the same tag, you miss so much milestone due to work, and you're terrified that your children might ended up repeating the same exhausting cycle that you in now, know that there is another way, and we're here to help. It's not too late. You don't need to be tech savvy or need to be perfect or wait for that right time. You just need to be brave enough to start. Show your children to break that cycle. Show your children what's possible. Remember, legacy begins with us. Thank you so much, and back to you, Dana.
Thank you, Reham. Oh, so inspiring message. And it's so true, right? That by seeing an example in the house every day, it's something that no classroom will teach our kids. And it's more than, making money. It's about that mindset. And that, as you said, right, that they are capable, that they deserve it, and that it's possible. And it's so much easier when you have someone you see, because the kids don't do what you tell them to do, right? They do what they see. They copy what they see. So they don't even realize that they are learning while they are watching you struggling or being successful or talking about these words that maybe they don't understand now. So it's something that it's, as you very well said, right now it's very hard to teach it any other way, just but that, rather than just showing it to them, because they see this every day. um, but it's not only about the kids. Some of us, so you heard from us who have kids, some of us are lucky enough who started and find this business even before having kids. So Matt, I'm looking at you. So how or what, maybe share with us why it's important for someone who don't have kids yet. You are still free and you still, maybe it's even easier a bit for you. Why is important to have multiple income streams for long-term security, and why is important in your mind to start early even, right?
Very great question, Dana. So we work hard to give our families a better life, right? So, but what happens when we can't work anymore? So for me, I'm already thinking of my future, and even now, I'm like Dana said, I'm still young, and life is just not predictable. Our income shouldn't be also. We can lose our job anytime. We can get sick anytime. Also, no one is excused on that, and we face emergencies, family emergencies, and anything in life an emergency. So when we have more than one income stream or income source, we're more financially secured, right? So one source of income is risky. If life hits hard, at least you have a backup. So that's one thing. And inflation keeps rising. As we all know, everything now is more expensive than 5 years ago or 10 years ago. What used to be enough before isn't enough today. One income might not keep up. So, but income streams can help you stay ahead. Prices go up, but your salary doesn't. So, more income streams, meaning more control. And another thing is one income cannot fund all our dreams. So if we want to help our parents, our family build the home, build our like travels and save for our retirements, like some of us are planning or wanting to do, one income streams won't cover it for all. So and again, lastly, it builds legacy and not just survival. Passive or scalable income means you're not just earning, you're building something you can pass down, like for our kids, for our future kids, and for our family, like our aging parents. And that's real generation wealth. Jobs end, but system and digital income can live on for our future kids and future family. So, just my last takeaway is that you're not just working for today. You're building for your family's future. So, yes, that's it for today, Dana. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Matt. Oh, yes. I love how you say, one income stream or one paycheck is not enough to support all our dreams. Because yes, we love to dream big, and it's okay to dream big and to want to also, to have a good, life where you can travel, you can help your aging parents or neighbors, friends, whoever needs help, right? Without struggling financially for yourself, for your family. You want to have that, saving account there in case of, tomorrow is not guaranteed. No matter your age, you never know when something can change, and you may need that extra income, or at least that peace of mind that if you cannot work for the next week or the next month or the next 6 months, you'll not lose your house, or you'll still have food on the table. So no matter your age, if you are in your 20s or into your 50s or 60s, it's always good to have multiple streams of income that economy is changing. One may work better, another one may not work. But if you are, if you have options, if you are flexible, if you have multiple income streams, then you are more safe against all these things that can happen. And that there is, other than trying to have options, I don't know what else you could do, right? You cannot guarantee something with only one income stream. So definitely multiple income stream. That's what we are trying to do here, right? We all have still our jobs. We do a side hustle, and this side hustle can come with multiple income stream. As you start building, you start with one, but you have multiple ways to making money through this digital business model. And talking about this digital business model, Vaida, if I'll ask you, talk a bit about how our business model support those long-term growth and legacy.
Thank you, Ms. Dana. This is a very great question. How this digital business model support long-term growth and legacy? Yes, a scalable income stream, unlike the traditional business. I'm an African woman. I used to sell things in store. I used to walk door to door to sell things. This business is not like that. This one use automatic system. I can do all my posts and sleeping, and it's working, actively working, and I'm not there. I don't want what I was doing to happen to me anymore, because walking to door to sell things. In the store, people come and buy. I used to have a book, and then when they come, they will buy and pay in 3 months. So every month you have to go to that person to take the money, half of the money. Will you decide with the person how much are you going to pay that thing till the 3 months you finish? And sometimes you go, you struggle to get to that person, and the person will tell you today, this month is not good. Sometimes the person will take a year without paying that thing. But with this business, the difference is that this business model, it is automatic. You don't even sell things to people. So how are you coming to tell me that you are not paying the thing today? You don't have money to pay. So that is the difference between this one and the other one. So this one, there's no inventory. You are not selling things. You don't have store. You are doing everything online. There's no selling that somebody will come and buy and say, I'm not paying. So no matter what you are doing, but you are still generating your income. That means the income can grow with time and effort without limited. Nobody's limiting you. People have gaining thousands of money and they are still working on the business. So nobody is limiting you, or you are restricted not to do the business. You can do it and get your money as much as you want and still continue to be doing it. And you don't have any problem with nobody. Nobody will come and ask you, I'm not paying this. You don't have to ask somebody to pay bill. That is the difference between this one and the traditional business. And this is the best business that if anybody is looking for something, this is the right one. Building legacy for yourself and your family. With this business model, I'm creating what? Digital asset to my children. The knowledge I'm giving to them, they are learning from me. I don't want them to go back and selling things in store, carry things from door to door. But the way I'm doing this one, they are seeing me. The system, I'm branding. Anytime I post, they are seeing that I'm doing it. They are learning from me. They are not going to struggle the way I struggle. And I don't want them to struggle the way I struggled before. They are getting everything, and I'm going to pass it to them. I'm not just going to keep it. If I get to something time and I'm not able to do it, I just give it to them, and they are not going to suffer the way I have suffered. It's inheritance that they are going to inherit for me. The marketing that I'm doing, the branding, the automatic, the leadership, everything they are learning from me. They know that it's not just only whatever they are learning from me. It's not only about this business. They can use them wherever they go, because the leadership, wherever they go, they can be a leader. The branding, wherever they go, I'm in this business. I'm using this business on my other groups. The last time we were doing something on women things, and we needed to post something for a dinner dance. They didn't know, people didn't understand what to do. I told them, oh, we can use this to brand this one and post it there, and that will be beautiful. And that's what we did. So I'm using this business knowledge to pass it to the other thing that I'm doing. So the children see me doing this, they know that they can also use this business. Even right now, they are not in the business, but they are using I didn't know Canva before. Do I know what Canva? I didn't know ChatGPT, but now I'm using all these things to learn. And the children, through me, the children are learning things that they didn't know before. Although maybe they were even learning them from school, but they didn't know that you can use them to do something. So with all this, I'm passing them through the kid, even if they don't take this business, but what they have seen me doing it, they will use it to do or to develop something somewhere. And what the community, the business is built around real connection. It's not something that is just limited. It's a global community that you are sharing your knowledge, solution. You are impacting lives for others to see. Those people that have joined me, maybe if I was sitting down, just sit down on it, they wouldn't know. I'm changing life. And my kid will also change life. If I pass it to them, they also change some people's life. So this is what I want to do. And this is what I'm learning. So I'm encouraging anybody out there, if you are a mom, or even if you're not a mom, you have spouse, family, this business is something that you can pass it to anybody that you want. And the person can use this business anywhere that you want. And we are changing life of people and other people. We are not just getting only the money. It's not only about money about this business. We are changing lives. Especially me, this business have changed my life a lot. My personality, my knowledge, and so many things. So if you're out there and you're looking for something to add to your job, we all still work. If nobody's working, I'm still working and I'm doing this business. We are encouraging you to join us to see what we are doing. Thank you, Ms. Diana. Back to you.
Thank you, Vaida. Oh, yes. This business it's not about selling to friends and family, right? Or being, spending so many hours glued to a screen. Uh, we leverage this automated system, the training, everything that counts, the community, as you said, right, to help us grow our own piece, right? Um, as we said, it's as you said, it's more than income, right? It's about creating that life that works for you, regardless what is your reason to starting this business. You want more time with family, you want to travel, you want maybe that, get out of the 9 to 5, you want to build something to live for your kids. This business offers you that path to make it happen, offers you the options, and you decide how you want to do it. And the great part is that you don't have to have any previous experience, right? As we said, and you learn as you go. So, as you said, you started maybe wanting something from the business, and then you realize that it changes you so much. It's more than the bank account, as I keep saying. It will change your mindset before maybe changing your bank account, because when you are surrounded by people who are all looking for something more, for all dreaming and working towards their dream, it's amazing how quickly you realize and you grow with them without putting effort, without feeling like, oh, I'm making so much effort to now start change my mindset. It just comes naturally. And Abantika, if maybe I'll ask you, how has your definition of success changed since started your business? Did it change? Did this business made you think differently of what success means?
Thank you, Dana. And yeah, this is a very good question. And the answer is yes, of course. The definition of success has changed since I have joined this business. Uh, while grew up, I have been, taught that go to school, go to college, university, get your degrees, get good job, on, definitely to be financial independent. And that's like the peak. That's like a success. Like when you have your own job, and after that, definitely the family is there. But after joining this online business, I find out, and especially in today's world, when we see that so many, like job loss, even I have been go through this job loss in just last few months. I lost my job. So then I understood that only one job or one paycheck is not really sufficient, to count on, especially in today's world when everything is increasing, like, like the price hike, the lifestyle, everything is becoming so expensive. So just, to count on only one job or one paycheck is not really enough. So for the success is all about a consistent growth, setting goals to challenge yourself and working diligently to achieve that. So that is, in a whole success. And definitely if there are any setbacks, I consider them as a learning opportunities, not really as a failure. So I can learn, I can grow. And the success is not always about the destination, rather it's a journey of the to the continuous learning. So that's why, especially in our business community, as we always learn something new, we get help from each other, and this continuous learning is as a great opportunity to share your idea, to learn. Like now we know how to use artificial intelligence, right? We have a wonderful training. So we always get trained with all the updated modules. So that is definitely something, not only changing our mindset, but also raising our thinking process. And not only in this business, we are also applying that to our personal life, to our professional life. So this is like a wholesome success. And as we are talking about success today, so definitely success is not only go to, pick off your career and to earn money. Success should be like a wholesome. Like I have the freedom that I can go probably this Monday morning, Saturday morning, I can go for a morning walk or for some jogging. I can spend some time to focus on my meditation, to do some yoga, so that my mental health, my well-being is should be my priority, apart from go to the job and earn the money. And at the same time, as all of us, we have our families, so this is very important to put some time for your family, to your spouse, to your children, so that they can also get their well-deserved time. Because all of us, we are actually balancing so many roles, like as a mother, as a wife, as a daughter-in-law. So that's why we also have to juggle all these roles. So that's why success, in my opinion, success should be wholesome, so that we can balance everything in more meaningful way. So that's why I would say yes, definitely after joining this business, the total definition of success has been changed. I'm very happy that I'm learning. I'm trying to be more, to know more knowledge about this business, and at the same time, this is helping me to grow in a better way. Thank you, Dana. Back to you.
Thank you, Bantika. Oh, yes. It's funny how you start a business to make more money, and then as you do it, you think of success as a better mindset or personal growth, not necessarily of making more money, right? And it's so you feel so happy and so fulfilled to be able to understand that's more to life than making money, and that you can be more successful and happier just by first changing your mindset and looking at life differently. And I think that's what this business and this community is helping us understand, right? Yes, it's a business. You want to make money, of course. But with it comes a whole new person that you become. And that's, you're more well-rounded person. That's also empowering people around you, right? Your family, your kids, but also some strangers, right? And because that's why we are coming here. We try to empower others to find that purpose, that drive that we found in ourselves just when we started this business. So, Janetta, if I'll ask you to end up today, what's one action the parents can take today to create that wealth, that legacy to leave for the future?
Thank you, Dana. It's really a great question because as parents or as anyone who is working for a paycheck, has to start assessing their situation, assess where they are in life. It doesn't matter whether you are married, you have children, or just somebody who has just started working. Assess your situation. And especially if you are somebody who are working multiple jobs, but you are still in the same cycle, start assessing and ask yourself questions. Is this the type of life that I want to live, or until when? Am I in a process of building a legacy for my children? But working multiple jobs, you are losing out time, or you are trading time for money, and you are not there to instill maybe values into your children or teach them valuable lessons for the future. So, leaving a legacy for your children, you have to be in a position where you are able to pay your monthly bills and lay away, put away money for the future. Now we have to, or anybody who is listening to me today, who is working for a paycheck, can I do at the end of the month more than just paying for my bills? Can I put money away for the future? The system is built to pay money, or to get the paycheck only to pay your bills at the end of the month. That is why people are working several jobs, multiple jobs, just to get ahead in life, thinking that they may save money for the future, but it's not working out. We were in the same situation. That is why we look outside the box. We were thinking outside the box to start a business that will, where you can build that legacy for your children. And we have to understand that a second stream of income, especially one that can generate income passively, you don't have to be there to work physically to get that income. No, passive income is when you can sleep and the money will come in. That is what our parents or anyone who is working for a paycheck has to start thinking about, so that they get ahead in life, not trading time for money. And having a second stream of income is, it gives you a breathing space. Does our parents or somebody who's working multiple jobs have breathing space? No. Every hour in their life counts. They think about, where can I go work for this hour to bring income? Where can I go work this hour to bring income? At the end of the day, you are so stressed. You don't have enough income, and you are just working. It's a cycle that you think that there's no end to it. But if you, especially with this business that we are presenting people to now, is that it has given breathing space for thousands in this business. Even adults in their 20s, they only run this business because they have seen that it can replace their 9-to-5 job income. So if you are a parent who really wants to leave a legacy for your children, because that is what the Bible says, that a good man will leave inheritance for his children's children, even to the third generation. So working a 5 to 9 job and only having one stream of income, that is not enough, because it will not leave a legacy for your children. My colleagues have said a lot of things, so that is all what I want to say today. Dana, thank you so much.
Thank you, Janata. And yes, if you've been watching us for 54 minutes now, or maybe only 1 minute of this 54, that if you're feeling that you want something, you want a change, you want something to build for your future, you want to break that cycle, right? then yeah, getting a passive income, getting a second stream of income, whatever, we have a solution. And if you're watching us and wondering, this may be your sign, right? You don't have to have it all figured out. You just need to start. We have a solution, we have a system that works. And this business is not just about us, right? We started it for us, but it's about creating something that we can pass on. And as I said, we all talk about passing on the business, but also something that, our kids can watch and build, and maybe one day they will continue building it, but it's changing the mindset, changing the way we are looking at life. So if you are curious, if you want to learn more, reach out to any of us. We have a free info session that you can watch to give you even more details, where you'll hear from other people like you who are doing this business, like us who are doing this business and sharing their story. And we are here to support you and to show you the next step. So let's break that cycle and build that legacy for our future, even if you have the kids right now or for the future kids. So until then, thank you so much, ladies, for joining me today, and have an amazing rest of the weekend.